Hello guys, this is Kiara and today we will learn the rise of Indian nationalism. The 1857 Sepoy Mutiny was a shock to the confident British rulers. The youth in India, well educated to Western influence, wanted to know how a small country like England could easily sway over India and Indian youth, but the result was just opposite. Education opened the eyes and analytic power of the youth. Many started publishing newspapers in various languages. They expressed their anguish at being serving a foreign power, their regrets, their wish to improve the living condition of Indians. A feeling of patriotism enveloped the society. Nearly 478 newspapers were in circulation in 1880s. Government policies were analyzed, discussed, and criticized. Slowly and steadily, Indian organizations for social reform were set up to enlighten people about foolish and tribal customs and traditions. Syed Ahmad Khan, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Annie Besant, Kesav Chandra Sen, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, and others worked to eradicate the social evils such as sati, female infanticide, child marriage, etc. Some rich people set up factories with the latest machinery to produce good quality of Indian goods for Indians. Some schools for the poor children were opened. Many learned men placed their demand through public meetings. The seed of freedom from the British rule had at last sown. The segregation in the trains and public places was strongly protested and resisted. British died. British did not give social equality to the Indians. Slowly, like minded people began to come together for a common issue. They began to unite and organize. Thus, in 1885, Indian National Congress was born. Alan Octavian Hume, an Englishman, supported the Congress. He is called the father of the Indian National Congress. The Congress so on soon spread all over the country, and annual sessions were held in different parts of India. The first few congressmen who led the Congress wanted officials' participation in the government. Public and private meetings were held to voice their views. They were known as moderators because their attitude was moderate and calm. Till 1905, the moderates dominated the Congress. A thorough gentleman, Dadabhai Naoroji, a moderate, wrote many books, gave many speeches, and stated true fact in a simple manner. He was admired by the Britishers for his integrity. He wanted the power to rule India to be given to the Indians and called it Swarajya. Soon Congress became the voice of the nation. Dadabhai Naoroji writings started exposing the real intentions of the British and how India became poor. Surendranath Banerjee was another important leader. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he was a moderate, and his writings emphasized national unity. He founded the Servants of India society, whose members promised to keep the minimum of their earnings to themselves and spent the rest on the poor and needy. When the method of the moderates did not yield results, others wanted to take bold steps to get freedom from the British. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he started a newspaper, Kesari, in which he declared that freedom is his birthright and he would achieve it. Lala Lajpat Rai and Bipin Chandra Pal supported Tilak. These three, Lal Bal Pal, were considered the extremist group of Congress. The divide and rule policy of the British witnessed the unprecedented unity among the Indians. The British wanted to weaken the unity and break down the Congress. To achieve this, Lord Curzon decided to divide Bengal into two divisions in such a way that one part would be dominated by Hindus and another part by the Muslims. The advantage was for the Muslims. It is very evident that the intention of the British was to set the Hindus against the Muslims, but the Congress men understood the intention. The moderates and the extremists got together and arranged public meetings to express their unity. The Congress launched the Swadeshi movement. Indians were urged to buy and use Indians' goods only. The Indians boycotted the use of foreign goods and educational institutions run by British. Rabindranath Tagore urged the people to remember that none of the British efforts must succeed in dividing the hearts of the Indians. He asked the people to tie Rakhi for unity and love. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay composed Vande Mataram, a patriotic song which sung by all Indians. The angry British banned Vande Mataram. They carried out lathi charge and fired bullets at the protesters. Gradually, the mass movement became the demand of right to freedom from the British. Many Indians gave up the titles given by the British. The British arrested many leaders. Tilak was in jail for 6 years, though the protest against the partition of Bengal accelerated and the British consented to reunite Bengal. The British had achieved what they wanted to, that is, to divide Hindus and Muslims. The Muslims started thinking of themselves as a separate religious community. Muslim League was formed in Dhaka in 1906 with Nawab Salimullah as the chief. The Muslims saw Congress as a Hindu organization. Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, and like minded brave men motivated the Indians to fight for their freedom. It is not worthy that majority Indians being peace loving people. Some youth decided to use violence. They set up secret training centers in Bengal. They were full of patriotism, ready to die for the motherland. V.D. Savarkar, Ajit Singh, uncle of Bhagat Singh, Aurobindo Ghosh, and others were the leaders. Revolutionary ideas were spread and training was given even to kill the British officials. In 1908, two Bengali youths, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chakki, tried to kill an unpopular judge, throwing a bomb at his carriage, but they did not succeed. Khudiram was arrested and sentenced to death by hanging. Prafulla shot himself dead. Aurobindo Ghosh was arrested. The list of revolutionaries in India and abroad trying to free India is long.